Welcome back to Bloodborne. Well, last recording cut out when I was talking to this crazy old lady. But, yeah, back. Gonna ignore the cathedral ward for now and head straight to old Yharnam. Is that right, guy? No? You disagree? It's too bad. Anyway, we're off. We'll be talking to... was his name Alfred? I think his name might be Alfred. Huh. Peculiar. I don't know if he actually mentions his name, so we'll just have to see. Come on, guy. Oh, duh. Didn't have anything to talk about this time, so I don't know. I'll probably just be blathering about stuff. Like how all my inventory is maxed out. Ah, man. The only reason it's maxed out is because I was grinding in one of the chalice dungeons. I believe it was I forget what it's called. It's been a while. It's Lauren one. It's my favorite actually. Because the entire thing is it's supposed to be filled with beasts, you know, from Lauren, which is mentioned once or twice, right? I don't know. Somewhere. Oh no, doggy. Yeah, that's that. But obviously there are unfortunately other enemies besides just generic beast types. Which kind of ruins the experience, I guess, because, you know, it's supposed to be a chalice. It's, I don't know, a part of that place? I don't know how you'd describe it, but you'd expect to just find, like, the silver beast and whatnot, because I don't know, I don't remember a lot about the lore that I actually read about, and as I said, it's actually been a while since I played through the game. I was just kind of working on the chalice dungeon, and then I did the old hunters stuff recently, so...
I knew it. That's precisely how...
good for you, sir. Yeah, he's Alfred. Let us cooperate. I don't know if I need your fire paper, but I'll take it.
There must be... Go on.
Yeah, don't care. I've already seen most of that, maybe. Unfortunately, that's probably one of my problems, that unless the characters are really interesting, I usually don't want to hear what they say too much, maybe. Come on, guy. But yeah, that's probably one of the problems I've had with this game. I just can't bring myself to just go around talking to people. Because I don't think this game actually has a lot of changes as you progress, but when you talk to people after certain points in games like this, they usually have something different to say. But a lot of the NPCs are all over the place and appear all over the place, so actually finding some of the side quests on your own would kind of be a pain in the butt. But I read a guide, so I kind of know where to go for the side quests and when. I mean, when you think about it, it is pretty obvious that once you kill Rom, the Blood Moon, there's a lot of stuff that happens. But killing Mikolash, or whatever, the host of the Nightmare guy, that fellow, I believe one of the characters, you can get one of the umbilical cords from her after that, and you really wouldn't know. As far as I'm aware, I couldn't think of it, but at that point you probably wouldn't go to the cathedral ward. But if you did, you'd see it. You'd probably be able to figure out where to go to find that, but it's just those weird things to do stuff. And honestly, I don't go around exploring usually after I've completed an area, because there's no reason for me to. There's you don't get as much experience or blood echoes in this game, I guess, from killing the guys in the area, so yeah, it doesn't seem worth your time going back to it. And especially in this game, because there really isn't a whole lot of random side questy type dualies, and they don't give you anything particularly great. I mean, after you've done it once, it's pretty much pointless. I forget what that one NPC is called, but she's the hunter of hunters or whatever. That's probably my preferred side quest because it gives me access to one of my favorite weaponry, not weaponry. You just get one, and this coat. I love this coat. So, yeah, that one in particular can be a pain because the final thing you have to do is, I believe, kill an enemy in the Grand Cathedral that, for whatever reason, has maxed out stats, which would explain why he's such a pain in the butt to kill. I usually just kind of use the what is that? The cane and its bladed whip form to take it out. Just kind of backing off whenever he chases me. It's kind of cowardly, but it gets the job done, and that's what counts for me anyway. I wouldn't exactly call it cheesing it, because the method that I came up actually for cheesing it, I've only gotten it to work like 2 or 3 times, and 2 of those times I actually died because he uses the repeater pistol, which hits twice, and he already does a buttload of damage. So if you're not at full health, whatever your health is at the time, my vitality stat is usually only at 24 at that point, he will kill you. And yeah, it's not fun because to get him like locked in at the front door is kind of hard. Because I've gotten it during the last time, but he kind of just ran off rather than continuing after me. Which kind of ruined the whole point of it. Because you actually have to get him like as close through the door as you can, and then I think he'll stop retreating. And that's how I went about doing it. Okay, let's make use of this, shall we? That's how I did it. That's how I did it. I think that's actually how I did it most of the time, or I might have came back later at one point. I don't remember what you have to do to screw that up. It might involve dealing with the one reborn. I don't know. That's the next boss after Rom, so... Or is it you have to do it before Rom? No, I think you have to do it after, because I never had the Blades of Mercy at that point, so... Oh yeah, I gotta mention this, because I just got one. One of the annoying things, another annoying thing about New Game Plus is, obviously the enemies you kill are slightly stronger, they give you slightly more echoes, but their drops are exactly the same. So if they drop a blood gem, or bloodstone, or whatever you call those things, I forget what they're called, for enhancing your weapons, they'll be exactly the same as your first playthrough. You won't get a slightly enhanced version or anything. It'll be exactly the same as if you were doing your first playthrough, which kind of sucks. Pretty much forces you to go into the Chalice dungeons, which are kind of bland. All the pieces are the same, and the Lauren one, my favorite, is the only one with an actual different aesthetic. It's yellowish, whereas everyone else is kind of dark blue and, you know, grays and whatnot. That one actually has some color in it. Plus it has the lightning, which is cool. Which obviously in this world is affiliated with the Dark Beasts, and I guess that's one of the furthest forms you can get to as a beast, a Dark Beast. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna assume here. I wonder if I should go check out that one area. There's a side area here that I've actually missed until I saw someone find it recently. And it's easy to miss because unless you kill that guy, which I'm not gonna do, it's really easy to miss because you have to run past him. And if you agree not to kill any of them, you pretty much would have to run over there without killing anything, which I guess wouldn't be that hard, but there are guys inside there. And if you kill one of them, even if he technically wouldn't be able to see you, he'll know. He'll be pissed. Which is kind of upsetting. Oh, wrong place. Yeah, that's kind of something that irritated me, because the first time I talked to him going the back way, I went back through the church, and I ended up killing a guy inside there, And somehow he knew I'd done that, so he got all upset. I mean, obviously he asked me not to, but there's no way he should have known, right? I mean, that's not a good enough reason to go about doing that, but he should not have known. It kind of upset me, but I don't think I even went to kill him after that. I kind of just left him alone. But yeah, that's a thing. Do you think you can get away by going in an area he wouldn't be able to see you? You can't. You just have to either do as he said. I mean, you don't really have any reason to go back here, which, as I mentioned, is kind of disappointing. You don't really have any reason to go back to any of the areas you've already been, which would be cool. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Dun dun dun. There's a hunter down here, and he's gunning me down, and there's a lot of monsters, so usually I just run to the ladder over there and go to the top level of the church and cut down that, well, maybe the, what is it? It's like a chandelier or something that will, okay, I'm good here. This is it, by the way. That will deal some damage to the congregation in the area, which only really helps the first time. I mean, you can still damage them during the second time, but I think they'll spawn in differently, so they won't be inside the fire, which will stay for all eternity. Yeah, man. Is there anything down here? Oh man, I don't like using the standard form of this weapon, but I need the torch. I just really like the dual weapons in this game. They're so much fun. Ah, man. But this form is kind of just a little bit weird, in my opinion. Slashing. He does a slash and then a stab, and I don't know. It's all over the place. See, slash, stab, slash, stab. I don't know. It just feels unusual. But I guess it's fine. It does restrict your secondary hits overall range, but I mean, it stabbed forward quite a ways, but okay, not quite a ways, just go ahead a little bit. Anyway, yeah, let's finish looting this place, and then that'll probably be it for this episode. Say episode, but it's just a part of a full playthrough. So hopefully I don't miss. Yeah, there it is. The rifle spear. I missed that when I came here the first time, which wasn't my first time through the area, of course. Okay, let's just get this loot, go to the door. There's a message here too. The red moon hangs low and beasts rule the streets. Are we left no other choice than to burn it all to the Did it say ground? I don't know, I actually kind of closed it before I could actually read that. Anyway, here we are. I'll just stare at this guy. Hope he doesn't come after me while I end this.